Comfort zones are deceptive. They feel safe, familiar, and secure, but they can also be one of the biggest obstacles to personal growth. Many people live their entire lives avoiding discomfort, sticking to routines that require minimal effort and shying away from challenges. But the truth is, real progress only happens when you step outside of your comfort zone and embrace discomfort. Growth comes from pushing limits, facing fears, and taking on challenges that stretch your abilities. Think about any major achievement in history, whether in sports, business, or personal development. The people who succeeded weren't the ones who stayed in their comfort zones. They were the ones who pushed themselves, took risks, and endured hardships. They understood that discomfort isn't something to fear, but something to embrace. Every struggle, failure, and setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. One of the biggest reasons people resist discomfort is the fear of failure. Society often teaches us that failure is something negative, something to be avoided at all costs. But in reality, failure is just feedback. It's a lesson that shows what doesn't work and what needs improvement. The world's most successful individuals didn't reach their level of excellence without failing multiple times. They used each failure as a stepping stone to get better. The more you embrace discomfort and see failure as a teacher rather than an enemy, the more resilient and capable you become. Think of a time when you faced something difficult but pushed through. Maybe it was a tough exam, a new job, or a challenging conversation. At the time, it might have felt uncomfortable, even overwhelming, but once you overcame it, you likely felt stronger and more confident. That's because growth happens when you challenge yourself. Every time you push through discomfort, you expand your capabilities and increase your confidence. There's a scientific basis behind this. Our brains are wired to seek efficiency, which is why we naturally fall into routines and avoid change. But when we step into discomfort, our brains adapt and create new neural pathways. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows us to become smarter, more adaptable, and more skilled. The more we expose ourselves to challenges, the more our brains develop the ability to handle difficulties with ease. One of the best ways to build a habit of embracing discomfort is to seek small challenges every day. It doesn't have to be something extreme. Start with small steps. If public speaking scares you, challenge yourself to speak up more in meetings or conversations. If fitness is a struggle, push yourself to work out for just a few extra minutes. If you avoid difficult conversations, practice having honest and direct discussions. Over time, these small steps add up, and what once felt difficult becomes second nature. It's also important to change your mindset about discomfort. Instead of seeing it as something painful or negative, view it as a sign of growth. When you feel uncomfortable, it means you're doing something that stretches your abilities. Instead of running from that feeling, lean into it. The more you do this, the more comfortable you become with being uncomfortable, and that's where real transformation happens. A common excuse people use to stay in their comfort zones is waiting for the right moment. They tell themselves they'll take risks when they feel ready, when the conditions are perfect, or when they have more confidence. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from taking action. The more you put yourself in challenging situations, the more confident you become in your ability to handle them. Look at any athlete, entrepreneur, or artist at the top of their game. They didn't wait until they were ready. They started before they felt prepared, faced countless setbacks, and kept going despite discomfort. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who stay stuck is the willingness to keep moving forward even when it's hard. Another key to embracing discomfort is surrounding yourself with people who push you. If you only spend time with those who stay in their comfort zones, you'll be tempted to do the same. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who encourage you to step up, take action, and grow beyond your current limits. It's also important to remember that discomfort isn't just about physical challenges. It applies to emotional and mental growth as well. Facing fears, being vulnerable, and dealing with difficult emotions are all forms of discomfort that lead to personal development. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is admit when you're wrong, ask for help, or open up about your struggles, but these moments of discomfort can be some of the most transformative. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. You can stay where you are, doing what feels safe and familiar, or you can step into discomfort and unlock your true potential. The path of growth isn't easy, but it's worth it. Every time you embrace discomfort, you become stronger, smarter, and more capable. You start achieving things you once thought were impossible, and over time, you realize that the only real limits in life are the ones you refuse to push past. So challenge yourself. Take risks, face fears, step into the unknown, because on the other side of discomfort lies growth, success, and the best version of yourself. The journey to self-improvement doesn't require giant leaps. It's about small, consistent steps. Every day presents a fresh opportunity to be slightly better than you were yesterday. Whether it's improving a skill, adopting a positive habit, or changing your mindset, these small changes compound over time. The secret lies in persistence. If you commit to learning, growing, and refining yourself daily, you'll look back one day and realize how far you've come. Greatness isn't achieved overnight, it's built through continuous effort and self-discipline. Most people believe that success is a result of a single massive action, a moment of breakthrough, or an instant transformation. In reality, success is a gradual process. The most successful individuals, whether in business, sports, or personal development, have reached their heights through years of consistent effort. They didn't wake up one day with extraordinary abilities, they improved themselves a little bit every day. This concept is known as the power of compounding. Just like money grows through compound interest, self-improvement compounds over time. If you get even 1% better each day, the results will be astonishing in the long run. One of the most effective ways to apply this principle in life is by setting small, achievable goals. When people set unrealistic goals, they often get discouraged and give up. Instead, focusing on minor improvements daily creates momentum. For example, if you want to become healthier, don't aim for an extreme diet or workout routine overnight. Start with drinking more water, walking a little extra, or choosing healthier meals. Over time, these small actions become habits, and those habits create a lifestyle. The same principle applies to learning. If you want to develop new skills, reading for just 10-15 minutes a day can make a huge difference over time. Imagine reading just one chapter of a book daily. By the end of the year, you would have finished dozens of books, gaining knowledge and insights that can transform your thinking. The key is to remain consistent and patient, trusting that each small step contributes to a greater goal. Another essential aspect of daily self-improvement is mindset. Often people get discouraged when they don't see immediate results. They expect instant rewards for their efforts, and when progress isn't visible, they lose motivation. However, true growth happens beneath the surface before it becomes evident. Think of a bamboo tree. It spends years growing its roots underground before it suddenly shoots up and grows rapidly. Self-improvement works the same way. The results may not be immediate, but the foundation is being built every day. Developing the habit of tracking progress can be a great motivator. Journaling or keeping a record of daily improvements helps visualize growth. When you look back, you'll see how far you've come, which fuels more motivation to keep going. Even small wins, like waking up earlier, completing a workout, or learning something new, should be acknowledged and celebrated. These moments build confidence and reinforce the habit of continuous improvement. One common challenge in self-improvement is staying consistent. Life gets busy, obstacles arise, and motivation fluctuates. That's why discipline is crucial. Motivation can spark action, but discipline keeps it going. It's easy to be excited at the beginning of a journey, but what separates those who succeed from those who don't is the ability to push forward even when it's difficult. Developing a routine and making self-improvement a non-negotiable part of life ensures that progress continues no matter the circumstances. A helpful strategy for staying consistent is habit stacking, linking new habits to existing ones. For example, if you already drink coffee every morning, use that time to read a few pages of a book. If you drive to work every day, listen to an educational podcast during the commute. By attaching new habits to existing ones, self-improvement becomes a seamless part of daily life rather than an overwhelming task. Another key to continuous self-improvement is surrounding yourself with the right influences. The people we interact with, the content we consume, and the environment we place ourselves in all shape our mindset and habits. Being around individuals who are driven and positive naturally pushes us to improve. On the other hand, negative influences can drain energy and motivation. Choosing a supportive circle and engaging with uplifting content fosters a growth-oriented mindset. It's also important to embrace challenges and setbacks as part of the process. Many people give up when they face difficulties, believing that failure means they aren't capable. In reality, failure is an essential part of growth. Every mistake or setback is a lesson, a chance to adjust and move forward with more knowledge and experience. The most successful people in the world have failed multiple times before reaching their goals. What sets them apart is their ability to learn from failures and keep going. Ultimately, the journey of self-improvement is about progress, not perfection. There will be days when motivation is low, when mistakes happen, or when growth feels slow. The key is to keep moving forward, even if it's just a little bit each day. Over time, those small daily improvements add up to massive transformation. By focusing on being just a little better today than you were yesterday, you set yourself on a path of continuous growth. The power of small daily improvements is immense, and when applied consistently, it has the potential to change your life in ways you never imagined. The most extraordinary achievements start with simple steps taken daily. Commit to this process, stay patient, and believe in the power of continuous self-betterment. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. The way you think shapes your reality, influences your actions, and determines the results you achieve in life. A strong, growth-oriented mindset is the key to success, while a negative or limiting mindset can hold you back from reaching your full potential. Mastering your mindset means taking control of your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes so that they work in your favor rather than against you. One of the most important aspects of mindset is self-belief. If you believe in your potential, you will take action toward your goals, push through challenges, and find solutions to problems. On the other hand, if you doubt yourself, you will hesitate, second-guess your decisions, and ultimately talk yourself out of opportunities. The truth is, most people are capable of much more than they realize. The only thing stopping them is their own mindset. When you cultivate self-belief, you give yourself permission to grow, improve, and succeed. Developing a strong mindset starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts and the way you speak to yourself. Many people have an internal dialogue filled with negativity, self-criticism, and doubt. They tell themselves they are not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough to succeed. These thoughts become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you constantly tell yourself you can't do something, you will act in ways that confirm that belief. That's why it's essential to replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I can figure this out." Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," remind yourself, "I am capable and I can improve." Small shifts in self-talk make a huge difference over time. Another key component of mindset is how you respond to challenges. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and difficulties, but the way you handle them determines your success. People with a fixed mindset see challenges as threats. They believe that failure is a sign of weakness and that if something is hard, they aren't meant to do it. As a result, they give up easily. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities. They understand that every obstacle is a chance to learn, grow, and become stronger. Instead of fearing failure, they embrace it as a necessary step towards success. Think about some of the most successful people in history: athletes, entrepreneurs, scientists, and leaders. None of them achieved greatness without facing failure along the way. The difference is, they didn't let failure define them. They used it as a learning experience, adjusted their approach, and kept moving forward. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't see those failures as proof that he wasn't capable. He saw them as valuable lessons that brought him closer to success. That's the power of a strong mindset. The people you surround yourself with, the content you consume, and the conversations you have all influence the way you think. If you spend time around negative people who complain, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity, you will adopt those same habits. But if you surround yourself with people who are ambitious, motivated, and growth-oriented, their mindset will inspire you to level up. Be intentional about the energy you allow into your life. Read books that expand your thinking, listen to motivational speakers, and engage in discussions that challenge you to grow. Gratitude is another powerful tool for mastering your mindset. Many people focus on what they lack, what's wrong in their lives, or what they haven't achieved yet. This creates a mindset of scarcity and dissatisfaction. But when you practice gratitude, you shift your focus to what you already have. This doesn't mean you stop striving for more, but it allows you to appreciate your journey and stay positive along the way. Each day, Take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for: your health, your relationships, your opportunities. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on abundance and positivity, which fuels motivation and confidence. Taking control of your mindset also means letting go of limiting beliefs. These are the beliefs that tell you certain things are impossible for you. Maybe you were told as a child that you're not good at math, so you've avoided anything involving numbers ever since. Or maybe you believe that success is only for people with special talents or lucky breaks. These beliefs are not facts, they are just thoughts that have been repeated so often that they feel real. The good news is you can change them. Start questioning your limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to do that," challenge that thought by asking, "Why not?" Most of the time, you'll realize that the only thing stopping you is fear or self-doubt. Mastering your mindset is not a one-time task. It's an ongoing process. Every day you have the opportunity to strengthen your mindset by choosing positive thoughts, embracing challenges, and focusing on growth. Some days will be harder than others, but the key is to stay committed. Over time, these mental habits will become second nature, and you will start to see profound changes in your life. At the end of the day, your success, happiness, and fulfillment all start in your mind. If you believe in yourself, take responsibility for your thoughts, and commit to continuous growth, there is nothing you cannot achieve. The most powerful tool you have is your mindset. Master it, and you will master your life. Taking action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Many people have big ambitions, goals, and desires, but they never achieve them because they fail to take consistent action. They wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or a burst of motivation, but in reality, success doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing. Action is the single most important factor that separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck. No matter how much knowledge, talent, or potential you have, without action, none of it matters. One of the biggest reasons people don't take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown can paralyze even the most ambitious individuals. They overthink, analyze every possible outcome, and convince themselves they're not ready. But the truth is, you'll never feel fully ready. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes as a result of taking action. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the more you realize that fear is just an illusion. It only has power over you if you let it. The key to overcoming fear and hesitation is to start small. Many people make the mistake of thinking they need to take massive leaps to make progress. But in reality, success is built on small, consistent steps. If you want to start a business, you don't need to quit your job overnight. You can begin by researching, networking, or testing ideas on the side. If you want to get fit, you don't need to spend hours in the gym every day. You can start with a 10-minute workout. Progress happens when you take small steps consistently. Over time, those steps add up to something great. Another major obstacle to action is perfectionism. Many people delay starting because they want everything to be perfect. They spend months planning, preparing, and trying to make everything flawless before they begin. But perfection is an illusion. No matter how much you plan, there will always be challenges, mistakes, and unexpected obstacles. The best way to learn and improve is through action. Every successful person started before they felt ready. They made mistakes, learned from them, and adjusted along the way. If you wait for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. Taking action also builds momentum. The hardest part is always getting started, but once you do, it becomes easier to keep going. Think of a car that's parked. It takes a lot of energy to get it moving, but once it starts rolling, it requires much less effort to keep it going. The same applies to action. The first step might feel difficult, but once you take it, you build confidence, motivation, and momentum. That's why it's important to focus on progress, not perfection. Even if your actions are small, they are still moving you forward. One of the most powerful strategies to ensure consistent action is setting clear goals and breaking them down into smaller tasks. Vague goals like, "I want to be successful," or "I want to get in shape," don't provide direction. Instead, set specific, measurable goals like, "I will save $500 this month," or "I will work out for 30 minutes 5 days a week." When goals are specific, they become more achievable. Breaking them down into smaller tasks makes them less overwhelming and easier to act on. Another key factor in taking action is accountability. When you keep your goals to yourself, It's easy to make excuses and procrastinate. But when you share your goals with someone else or create external accountability, you are more likely to follow through. This could be a mentor, a coach, a friend, or even a public commitment. Knowing that someone is holding you accountable adds extra motivation to take action. It's also important to develop the habit of immediate action. Many people hear a great idea, get inspired, and tell themselves they'll act on it later, but later often turns into never. Later, successful people have a bias for action. When they get an idea, they act on it immediately, even if it's a small step. If you read a book that inspires you, apply what you've learned right away. If you get an idea for a project, take the first step immediately. The sooner you take action, the less likely you are to forget, procrastinate, or talk yourself out of it. Another way to stay consistent with action is to eliminate distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get lost in social media, TV, and other distractions that don't contribute to your goals. While it's okay to relax and enjoy entertainment, it's important to be mindful of how much time you spend on non-productive activities. If you find yourself wasting time, create a schedule, set boundaries, and focus on actions that move you forward. It's also essential to develop resilience. Taking action doesn't guarantee immediate success. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But those who keep going despite challenges are the ones who succeed. Failure is not a reason to stop, it's a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn and improve. If something doesn't work, adjust your approach and try again. The only way to truly fail is to give up. At the end of the day, action is what creates results. You can read all the books, watch all the motivational videos, and make all the plans, but without action, nothing changes. Taking the first step, no matter how small, is the key to success. Once you start, keep going, stay consistent, and trust that every action you take brings you closer to your goals. Discipline is the foundation of success. It is the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. Many people rely on motivation to take action, but motivation is temporary. It comes and goes based on emotions, external circumstances, and fleeting inspiration. Discipline, on the other hand, is consistent. It keeps you going when motivation fades and ensures that you stay on track toward your goals. Without discipline, even the most talented and ambitious individuals struggle to achieve their full potential. The first step to developing discipline is understanding that it is a skill, not an inherent trait. No one is born disciplined. It is built through consistent effort and practice. Just like strengthening a muscle, discipline grows the more you use it. The people who appear to have strong discipline weren't always that way. They trained themselves to build good habits, resist distractions, and stay committed to their goals. This means that anyone, regardless of their starting point, can develop discipline if they are willing to put in the effort. One of the biggest challenges to discipline is the tendency to seek comfort and avoid discomfort. The human brain is wired to take the path of least resistance, which is why procrastination, distractions, and bad habits are so common. However, discipline requires pushing past temporary comfort in favor of long-term rewards. It means choosing to wake up early instead of sleeping in, going to the gym instead of skipping a workout, working on your goals instead of watching TV. These small choices add up over time, shaping your character and determining your level of success. Building discipline starts with creating strong habits. The easiest way to do this is by starting small. Many people fail to stay disciplined because they try to change everything at once. They attempt to wake up at 5 a.m., exercise for 2 hours, completely change their diet, and read for hours, all at the same time. This approach is overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, focus on small, manageable habits that you can maintain consistently. If you want to develop a reading habit, start with just 10 minutes a day. If you want to exercise, begin with short workouts. Once these small habits become second nature, you can gradually increase their intensity. Another important aspect of discipline is removing temptations and distractions. Willpower is not infinite. It gets depleted throughout the day. The more you rely on willpower alone to resist bad habits, the harder it becomes. Instead, set up your environment for success. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in your house. If you want to focus on work, put your phone in another room. If you want to wake up early, set an alarm across the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. By making the right choices easier and bad choices harder, you naturally build discipline without constantly battling temptation. Discipline is also about mastering your mind. Negative thoughts, excuses, and self-doubt can weaken discipline if you allow them to. Many people talk themselves out of taking action by saying, I'm too tired, I'll start tomorrow, or I don't feel like it today. But discipline means acting regardless of how you feel. It means doing the work even when you're not in the mood, because you understand that consistency leads to progress. The more you train your mind to push through resistance, the easier it becomes. One of the best ways to strengthen discipline is by setting clear goals and having a strong why. When you have a deep, meaningful reason behind your actions, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. If your goal is simply to lose weight, it might not be enough to keep you motivated. But if your goal is to be healthy so I can have more energy for my family, you have a powerful reason to stay. Your why gives you purpose and reminds you of the bigger picture when you feel like giving up. Another effective strategy is practicing delayed gratification. Many people struggle with discipline because they prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term success. They choose to scroll on social media instead of working on their goals, eat unhealthy foods instead of sticking to a diet, or skip workouts because they don't feel like it. But highly disciplined people understand that short-term sacrifices lead to long-term rewards. They train themselves to delay gratification by focusing on the bigger picture. Instead of thinking about how difficult something is in the moment, they focus on the benefits it will bring in the future. Accountability is also a powerful tool for discipline. When you hold yourself accountable or have someone else hold you accountable, you are more likely to stay on track. This can be as simple as setting deadlines, tracking your progress, or having an accountability partner. When you know that someone is checking in on your progress, it creates extra motivation to follow through. Publicly committing to your goals also makes it harder to quit because you don't want to let yourself or others down. Discipline is not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Everyone has moments of weakness, bad days, and set. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the ability to get back on track quickly. If you miss a workout, eat an unhealthy meal, or procrastinate on your work, don't let it turn into a long-term habit. A disciplined person acknowledges the mistake, learns from it, and moves forward. Ultimately, discipline is the foundation for achieving any goal in life. It is the force that keeps you going when motivation fades, the habit that separates high achievers from those who settle, and the skill that allows you to take control of your future. While motivation may inspire you to start, it is discipline that ensures you finish. The sooner you build discipline, the sooner you unlock your full potential and create the life you truly desire. Success is not an overnight achievement. It is a continuous journey of growth, learning, and improvement. Many people believe that once they reach a certain milestone, they have made it. But the truth is that success requires a lifelong commitment to getting better every single day. The moment you stop growing is the moment you stop progressing. Those who achieve the greatest success in life understand that there is always room for improvement, new skills to learn, and ways to become a better version of themselves. One of the most important aspects of continuous improvement is having a growth mindset. A growth mindset means believing that your abilities, intelligence, and skills are not fixed, but can be developed through effort and learning. People with a fixed mindset, on the other hand, believe that they are either naturally talented or they are not, which limits their ability to grow. When you adopt a growth mindset, you embrace challenges, seek feedback, and push yourself outside of your comfort zone because you know that every experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity to improve. Learning should never stop. No matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. The most successful people in the world are lifelong learners. They read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, and seek mentorship. They understand that knowledge is power and that staying ahead requires constantly expanding their understanding. Reading for just 15 to 30 minutes a day can have a profound impact on your personal and professional development. Whether it's learning a new skill, gaining insights from experts, or understanding different perspectives, continuous learning keeps your mind sharp and helps you adapt to an ever-changing world. Another key to improving every day is self-reflection. Too many people go through life on autopilot, repeating the same mistakes and never taking the time to evaluate their progress. Self-reflection allows you to assess your actions, identify what is working, and recognize areas for improvement. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What lessons did I learn? By taking the time to reflect, you gain valuable insights that help you make better decisions moving forward. Growth also requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Comfort is the enemy of progress. When you stay within your comfort zone, you limit your potential and miss out on opportunities for growth. The most successful individuals constantly push themselves to do things that make them uncomfortable, whether it's public speaking, taking on new challenges, or learning something completely unfamiliar. Every time you push past your fears and doubts, you expand your capabilities and build confidence in your ability to handle anything that comes your way. Discipline and consistency play a huge role in self-improvement. Many people get excited about making changes, but their enthusiasm fades over time. Improvement requires consistency, showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Whether it's working on your fitness, developing a skill, or growing your business, small daily actions compound over time to create significant results. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is often just the willingness to stay committed, even when progress feels slow. It is also important to surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. The people you associate with have a powerful impact on your mindset, habits, and level of success. If you spend time with negative, unmotivated individuals, their attitudes and behaviors will rub off on you. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, driven, and positive people, they will push you to grow and strive for more. Seek out mentors, coaches, and friends who uplift you, hold you accountable, and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. Taking care of your body and mind is another crucial aspect of self-improvement. Many people neglect their health while chasing success, but the truth is that without good health, nothing else matters. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, quality sleep, and mindfulness practices all contribute to your ability to perform at your best. When you take care of your physical and mental well-being, you have more energy, focus, and resilience to tackle challenges and pursue your goals effectively. Another important factor in becoming better every day is having a clear vision and setting goals. Without a clear direction, it is easy to drift through life without making real progress. Define what success means to you and create a plan to achieve it. Set both short-term and long-term goals that challenge you to grow. Break them down into actionable steps and track your progress regularly. When you have a clear vision, it becomes easier to stay motivated and disciplined because you know exactly what you are working toward. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the process. Many people give up too soon because they see failure as a sign that they are not good enough. But the most successful individuals understand that failure is simply feedback. Every mistake and setback is an opportunity to learn and improve. Instead of being discouraged by failure, analyze what went wrong, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. The key is to develop resilience and never let temporary setbacks stop you from pursuing your goals. Gratitude and a positive attitude also play a big role in self-improvement. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, you develop a mindset of abundance and appreciation. Gratitude shifts your perspective and helps you stay motivated even during difficult times. Start each day by acknowledging something you are grateful for, whether it's your health, your relationships, or the opportunities in front of you. A positive mindset not only improves your outlook on life, but also attracts more opportunities and success. Ultimately, the journey of self-improvement is never ending. There will always be new skills to learn, new challenges to overcome, and new levels of success to reach. The key is to stay committed to growth. No matter where you are in life, strive to be better than you were yesterday, even if it's just by 1%. Over time, these small improvements add up and lead to extraordinary results. The best investment you can make is in yourself, because when you grow, everything in your life improves. Stay hungry, stay curious, and never stop becoming the best version of yourself.